Let me talk about education for a bit, and I've got Tommy with me, who's in many respects an inspiration to what I'm doing, which is my desires to flatten global education. And I want an education system that Tommy can experience and everyone else. Now, let's talk about education. And Tommy, you understand data, don't you? Yes, you do. And if I say, what's your name? You understand me, right? What's your name?
Hi, Tommy.
I'm Tommy. That's right. So now, how did he learn to say I'm Tommy? How is it that he learned? Well, he learned basically not by reading a book, not by attending a class. He learned because he has an innate nature to learn language, an innate ability that has been programmed in our body for millions of years, in our mind, and it's been developed. And part of that process is he tries, well, I say he plays, and then he either succeeds or he fails. So, I may repeat words to him and say words to him, and he'll repeat words back. And that process of repeat and do is how he learns. Now, in a way, this is true for anything and everything that we do, is we learn by watching. And the most powerful way to learn, I believe, is through play. And you've probably heard the experience, we learn more from our failures than our successes. It's really true, because ultimately, if we always succeeded, we would never learn anything. And, it's a dialectic. And what I mean by dialectic is when you fail, you ask yourself why, or to an extent, and you try again. Now, that's an innate ability that we have pre-programmed in our minds. So, when I talk about flattening global education, what I'm talking about is what we need to do first is pretend that all we know is how a 2-year-old learns. Let's pretend, for example, that we don't know text, we don't know reading, we don't know writing. All we know is how a 2-year-old learns, which is really by observation and doing. Now, the beautiful thing is the 3 things that we need to flatten global education, 2 of the 3 we have. And the first is connectivity. And 3% of the world, 3 to 5%, has broadband connectivity. And in reality, over the next 10 years, that number is going to significantly jump. The second thing we need is content. Now, television really came about in the 1950s, and we have probably close to 60 years of television programming. We have all the content, a lot of it's in text, unfortunately, which is fine. It can be a vehicle to translate into video and audio. In Moodle and Curriki and what's known as open education resources that have been developing over the last 10 years. So, in reality is, pretty much, in the next 3 years, the entire K through 12 and even K through 16 playlist is going to be online. And with new technologies coming out in video, like look at Clatcher, which is open source media, and Adobe just came out with a new media program that's going to allow remixing, mashing, and so on. And once we have that playlist, you'll be able to remix it, mash it, deliver it in any language to any online device. And which brings me down to my third point, is we have the technology. We have technology such as Milo from Lionhead, which is intelligent toll. You have technology from Microsoft that you can experience in Windows 7 with voice recognition. You have now translation devices in Google and a host of others. I mean, all these components. You have identity theft technology that will identify who you are as a result of the identity theft epidemic that started about 5-6 years ago. And in reality, all these technologies can be brought together. One more that I've forgotten is emotive. You actually have technology now. Let me help this little worm, this little earthworm here. Come on, buddy. You're not going to do really well on this road, are you? Some bird's going to eat you. Let's put you on the side here. Okay, he's safe. So, another worm. Look at these little worms. This guy's a little slug. That is going to help these little guys off the road. Okay, they're helped. I don't know what they're doing on the road. I guess it's warmer on the road. But anyway, so you got emotive technology now that actually can basically read the brain. So the idea of keyboards and stuff is, in the next 10 years are going to become obsolete with new technologies. And there's other things. They've got Jeff Hines multi-touch technology and other things that you're seeing come out in the market. So in essence, all the pieces have been created. It's a matter of pulling them together. Another component, if you check out iPhone, go to applications, education, you'll see over 6,000 education applications. Now, you're not going to be able to find anything on them in regards, there's too many. But in reality, all the games and applications, everything that we need to flatten global technology has been created. And the easy part is actually pulling the platform together, which I want to do. So, that's it. That's what I want to do. And it's very straightforward. The platform is going to basically be watch and learn and play game and recycle. It's very simple. There's no text. There's no reading. There's no writing unless you want it. Those are ancillary. They're there, but they're ancillary for those who want it. But the primary vehicle is basically watch, play, learn. Watch, play, learn in a cyclic format. It's very simple, built on IPTV technology from Zeus. Built around BitTorrent technology that will allow you to distribute the content via Wi-Fi and others, and store it on your device. There's in a way, you're not, with the technology I envision, you're not on the web. Everything is preloaded, everything's predetermined, everything is autonomously delivered to the end user. So hey, I spilled the beans. So help me. I can build this with my team. We're looking for supporters, investors, and so on. Read the prospectus. I outline it all there in a very tentative format, and that's it. So my shoulders are killing me, Tommy. You want to say something, Tommy? What do you want to say? You don't want to say anything? Are you shy?